You have any Thanksgiving plans?
Yeah, spend time with my family. Have turkey with the kids and my wife, and it's it's my favorite holiday, to be honest. I think we have a lot to be thankful for, and uh, just have a lot of memories of spending time with brothers, parents, cousins, uncles. So yeah, it's a good holiday.
What do you have to be thankful for?
I have a lot to be thankful for. Family, health, friendships. I've had a lot of blessings and great opportunities, and great opportunity, and it's a blessing to coach this team, be a part of this organization, and I wake up every day and I'm excited and happy, and I have a lot to be thankful for.
And effort has not been a problem for this team. I think you'll agree with that. Is that right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think this team. They play hard. They work hard. It's important to them. Yeah, I would say that's something that we give good effort. But I think every team gives good effort. I think you play in this league. It's almost a standard operating procedure.
But it is a long season, and you are 2-9. Where does for these last 5 games? Where does the motivation come from?
I think guys love to play football, and they're competitors. I think I'm competitive. Those players in the locker room are competitive. Our coaching staff's competitive. Everyone in this organization is competitive. So, and from that standpoint, if you're a competitor, you go out there and try to win every week. So, I don't think we're lacking in that area either. So, I expect these guys to come out and practice hard today. Get themselves prepared to play a tough, physical, and very good Philadelphia team.
Decisions at left tackle and guard. Are you going week to week, or at this point would you like to see Davenport and Calhoun out there moving forward?
I think we'll go week to week like we have every week. Every try to stay consistent that way. I think practice is an important part of this, and but I think Shaq and Julian, I think those guys they understand that, and I imagine they'll practice or do everything they can to practice well and put themselves in position to play well. And if they do that, then I would expect to see them out there.
Brian, I know guys like Ford and Laird are going to get opportunities now because of injuries.
Yeah.
But realistically, how many skill position guys can a team afford to lose before it really has an impact? And have you ever gone through so many injuries at the skill position in your career?
Yeah, I mean it's not easy. You look at Philly and their situation. I mean, they've had a lot of guys go down as well. I anticipate they'll get some guys back this week, but I think every team goes through some injury, or not every team, but a lot of teams go through injuries like we're dealing with now, and other guys have to step up, whether it's the tight end position or the running backs, or and the receivers we have, they got to play, they got to go. So all of that, we got to take that into consideration as we're game planning, as we're putting things together. But we have a lot of confidence in our receiver group, and I think they'll prepare themselves to get ready to play, and I think they'll all play hard and give maximum effort and hopefully be productive. Excuse me.
What did you learn about Doug Peterson's offense when you faced him in the Super Bowl?
It's a tough offense. They got a lot of good skilled people, skilled players, I should say. It's a good scheme. It's a good mix of shifts, motions, gadget type formations, plays, but also your core runs, core passes, from drop back to play action to the screen game. They do a lot. They've got good skill players. It's a good scheme. We've got to play with really good communication, good fundamentals, good technique. You got to tackle well, like we talk about every week. It's a good offense.
Did you go back ever and watch that film, or were you just kind of?
No, I watched it. I think you can, like anything else, you learn from that game. Things that you could have done better, things you may do the next time around, and Yeah, I've gone back and watched it. You know, I'm not afraid of, you know, watching, a loss or something where it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So, no issue there.
What did you learn from going back and watching it?
I mean, it's a couple years ago. It's a totally different, set of players, situation. I mean, that game. I mean, I know that it's a good offense. I know that they'll have plays schemed up for us, what we do, to try to take advantage of some things that we do. But I think every team is like that. So it's good. They got good players. That's what I learned. A lot of them are still there.
Will you at any point this week work on the field? On the field.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't want any part of Drew.
Was Philly special?
You mean us running it?
No.
Oh.
Them running it.
I mean, I think it's, we may not. It's, again, that was a different, set of players there. It'd be, that was Burton throwing it. He's not on their team now. It's very different. They've got a lot of different players than they did in 17. And, we've got a totally different set of, players as well. And we may work on it, we may not. We'll definitely show it to them. They've got gadgets. They've got a lot more gadgets than that play. I tell you that right now. If you watch them over the years, and we've got to be ready for everything. But I would say, you spend too much time on, those types of plays, and in a lot of instances, that's what the offense wants you to do is spend time on that, and then they hit you with their core runs, core passes, and you're thinking about the Philly special, and it never shows.
If I could ask you another gadget type question. You've tried several times this year, more than a handful actually, to do something different, onside kicks, fake field goal, something to get a start for your team. And I understand, the roster and all that. Is that who you are at your core, where when you get a better set of players, that you're still going to be doing that?
I think it's case by case, season by season, team by team, day by day. If we feel like we have something that we think will work, probably going to run it, offensively, defensively, or in the kicking game. I think if you can gain an advantage in any phase, I think you need to try to do that, regardless of the situation. I think that's just coaching football. Doesn't matter the phase, doesn't matter offense, defense. You can try to take advantage of any little thing. You try to do it, and when the opportunities present themselves, you got to call it. So I think I'm not afraid to call it. Maybe that'll change. I doubt it will, to be honest with you.
Week, how much do you study opposing coaches and coordinators' tendencies versus just the team they have on the field?
I think you study all of it. You study our own tendencies. I think it's easy to fall into a rhythm, a routine. Hey, on this we're doing this, on that we're doing that. So I try to do that for our coaching staff. And yeah, we try to do that for the opponents as well. But I would say this is a staff that they break a lot of tendencies. We at the end of the day, you see that every week. You think they're going to run it every time on 3rd and 1, and then they hit you with a pass, and there it is. Everybody thought, the statistics say this, the analytics say that, and it's a big play. So I think that that happens at times. So you got to be ready for everything. I tell our players, read your keys. I know it's run 99 out of 100, but read your keys. Don't come back and tell me it was 99 out of 100, and it's a pass now. So that's always kind of been a coaching point of mine. I think every coach, to some degree, or not even to some degree, I think every coach is teaching that.
Brian, this franchise has a semifinalist for the Hall of Fame, Zach Thomas.
Yeah.
I don't know how familiar you are. Do you have
I'm familiar.
familiar enough
Yeah.
background
Yeah, he's well, first I would, I think I met him once. He's a very, very humble, kind individual, and in that instance, and from everything I've heard, he's a great teammate, great leader, and a great human being. So I would start there. I think he was a very, very, very good player. Instinctive, made a lot of plays, really good tackler, very good, I would say the ball found him, or he found the ball in a lot of instances. You just think turnover after turnover, and tough and physical, and he made a lot of plays, and they played a lot of great defense here, and he was right at the forefront of a lot of that. So
You'd like to see him get in?
absolutely, I'd love to see him get in.
Ron, what are some things that you would hope your team can accomplish in the last 5 weeks here?
It's same things I've been saying all year. Let's improve. Let's get better in all areas. Running, blocking, defeating blocks, tackling, footwork, hand placement, communication, overall execution, coverage on kicks and punts, punting, field goals, coaching, you name it, we need to improve and get better. So that's our job. It's our job as coaches to teach and try to help people improve and get better, and not just on the field, off the field as well. I mean, it's Thanksgiving. I talked to our players this morning. It's a great opportunity for you to, instead of going on Instagram or Twitter, why don't you write a note to somebody who's done a lot for you, a mentor, a coach, your girlfriend, your wife, your kids, your parents. It's a great not opportunity. You should do it all the time, but it's Thanksgiving. We all have a lot to be thankful for, and they should go out and I try to encourage them to do that as well. So there's a lot of places areas we can get better, and that's my job. That's what I love to do, is help people get better. So.